Shabbos 2a. Mishnah. The carryings out of the Sabbath are two, which are four within, and two, which are four without. How so? The poor man stands without, and the master of the house within. If the poor man stretches his hand within, and places an article into the hand of the master of the house, or if he takes an article from it and carries it out, the poor man is liable. And the master of the house is exempt. Again, if the master of the house stretches his hand without and places an object in the poor man's hand, or takes an object therefrom and carries it in, the master is liable, while the poor man is exempt. If the poor man stretches his hand within, and the master takes an object from it, or places an object therein, and he carries it out, both are exempt. If the master stretches his hand without, and the poor man takes an object from it, or places an article therein, and he carries it inside, both are exempt. The Gemara says, we learned elsewhere, false oaths are two, which are four, and forms of consciousness of uncleanness are two, which are four. The appearances of leprosy are two, which are four. The carryings out of the Sabbath are two, which are four. Now, why is it taught here two, which are four within, and two, which are four without? Whereas there, it's simply stated two, which are four, and nothing else. Here, since the Sabbath is the main theme, both principal forms of labor and derivatives are taught. But there, since the main theme is not the Sabbath, principal labors only are taught, but not derivatives. What are the principal labors? Carryings out. But the carryings out are only two. And should you answer, some of these involve liability, and some do not involve liability. Surely it is taught on a par with the appearances of leprosy, just as they all involve liability. So, too here all involve liability. Rather said Rav Papa, here that the Sabbath is the main theme, acts of liability and non-liability are taught there. Since the Sabbath is not the main theme, only acts of liability are taught, but not of exemptions. Now, what are the cases of liability carryings out? But the carryings out are only two. There are two forms of carrying out and two of carrying in. But carryings out are taught. Said Rav Ashi, the Tana designates carrying in two as carrying out. How do you know it? Because we learned if one carries out an object from one domain to another, he is liable. Does he not mean even if he carries it in from the public to a private domain, yet it is called carrying out? And what is the reason? Every removal of an article from its place, the Tana designates carrying out. Rabina said, our Mishnah 2 proves it. Because carryings out are taught, yet straight away a definition of carrying is given. This proves it. Rava said, the Tana teaches the number of domains, the domains of Sabbath are 2. Rav Matena objected to Abaya. Are there 8? But there are 12. But according to your reasoning, there are 16. Said he to him, that is no difficulty. As for the first clause, it is well.